Well, hello there, Amanda. This is our podcast.
We're talking about lots of things. We're talking about the Cheese Rolling Festival, which led us into talking about Burning Man, or should we say burning downstairs area. Lots of people got herpes. Every year, apparently, they get herpes at Burning Man, but for a very interesting reason. It's not necessarily sexual contact.
Can I just say, bring some wipes when you go to Burning Man? Also, that new surf park at Homebush. We had an interesting discussion about the surf park.
And how you want to go there with the stand-up paddleboard. Why don't I just take my Lilo, it's got a cup holder in it? Also, the Tribal Drum is beating for, dude, that's not my car. Have you ever mistaken your car for somebody else's?
Another influencer has what she eats in a day.
My ancestral day on a plate. It's a doozy.
Can you believe it's been 50 years of Cold Chisel? Ian Moss, Jimmy Barnes in this podcast.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller. Amanda.
Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles.
Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you nutface?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Mrs. Muntz.
Hello.
Hello.
Exciting day in here today.
Big day.
Big day. You know, I look at the front page of the paper. Cold Chisel National Tour to mark 50 years of rock and roll. And you know which radio show they're going on to announce all of this and to talk about all of this?
Who?
Our very show this morning. Ian Moss, Jimmy Barnes in here with us to talk about 50 years of Chisel and a new tour.
Wow, 50 years of Chisel. I just saw them before the pandemic started in February.
You're not saying they were responsible,
They were
surely.
responsible. 2020 it was, February, I saw them in Orange and they just killed it. They were so good. And then that dang pandemic came through and now they're getting back together after the pandemic. It seems like a nice bookends.
Well, there's going to be Ian Moss, Jimmy Barnes, Phil Small, Don Walker, all together
Charlie
again.
Drayton on the drums.
Charlie Drayton on the drums.
Give it up for the drummer who was Steve Presswich, died back in 2011. The Human Metronome. He was a fantastic drummer. But I love Chisel. I just love Chisel. What's your favourite Chisel song, underrated Chisel song, a song that...
I hate it when you ask me these things.
Well, I have a belief that Cold Chisel was so prolific in their young days that they just put out so many great songs.
Some of the great ones went under
So you go to an album like Circus Animals, for example, and that particular album is just full of great songs. Do you remember the song No Good For You? Do you remember this song? Hang on, I'll play. I've queued it up.
It's a banger. It's a great song.
Anyway, they've got so many songs like that. I could go on for ages about how many great songs that they have that commercial radio doesn't play because they just got lost in between the cracks of their talent.
You know the song that I really like, and you often use it for a fight for your flashback, is Goodbye Astrid.
Oh, Goodbye Astrid. Goodbye,
was that a big hit or not?
That was a ball terror.
Because I didn't really know it very well until you brought it out every half hour for a fight for your flashback. I love that song. I wonder if it'll be in our category this week.
Yeah, one.
Jonesy, play Astrid.
We got to get some Chisel on the show today. Should we play some Chisel? We'll play some Chisel when we get closer to the boys.
All right.
When we get up. Well, what Chisel? I reckon we play Flame Trees.
Of course. You know my connection to Flame Trees.
You worked on the film clip.
I did. And what happened was I was working with my friend Sheridan Jobbins from Simon Townsend's Wonderworld.
Yes.
Her former husband was the cameraman on that film clip, and we were production managers. And I was such a junior burger, I didn't know what I was doing.
How could you be a production manager?
Oh, well, excuse me, I went on to be a very good one. But at that stage, I wasn't. And
Well, actually, can I just ask, what else did you go into production manage?
I worked on the Midday Show. I was a producer, and I produced a number of stories where you have to put all the stuff together. That's what a production manager is.
Isn't that the guy that that time you booked the stutterer to perform on Ray's show and you hadn't actually heard what he did?
Look, that was a mistake.
Right.
Other than that, I did
You
very
just said
well.
that you were a very good production
I was. You
manager.
mentioned the one terrible story I've told you. Why do I tell you anything? Anyway, with Flame Trees then, with this song, I wasn't aware of the politics that the whole band was breaking up at the time. And so Sheridan and I had to drive around New South Wales to look for locations for the film clip, and we found Oberon in New South Wales. And we filmed all these trees, got all these trees filmed. Found out afterwards they weren't flame trees at all, which was a bit unfortunate. And then my job...
Christmas trees.
And all the band was in the clip except Jimmy Barnes because they were having a feud.
There was troubles.
And so my job was to get a video from the production company who made, the Cold Chisel's record agent company, a VHS of the band performing that was going to play in the background of the pub or the background of one of the scenes. And so I went and got that, and there we were in Oberon. The director, Kimball Rendell, put that into the scene, and when it started to play, we all went, oh, God. It had time code all down the bottom of it, just a series of numbers clicking over all along the bottom. I just wanted to kill myself. It was terrible. So then we had to put some masking tape over the top of those numbers, but if you look very closely, on the left-hand corner, you can still see the numbers clicking over.
tape.
And every time I watch that film clip, I think of it.
Yeah.
And all my friends got to be in it but me. My boyfriend at the time was in it. He's the one who plays, and there's has
The
a
young
line,
local ladder factory worker.
holding hands.
Yeah.
I knew there's my boyfriend holding hands with another girl I knew.
Yeah.
I was outside holding the light still.
Yeah, and fuming away.
Fuming.
Away. And that's why you're one of the great production managers.
Why would you mock me? Why would you mock me?
I don't think I need to mock you.
I was like 25. It was all happening.
It was all happening.
All happening for me.
Well, we'll run that past the boys when they join us in the studio. Instagram makes its return as well. And we can't do anything until we do the Magnificent Seven.
Question 1, on what part of a building would you find shingles?
Yeah. You know who knows this?
Oh, I wonder, Brendan, who?
Whitney Houston. She knows this. Don't you, Whitney? Steady on.
She didn't say yes.
Yes, she did. Jam Nation. We're into the Magnificent Seven. There are 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
I'm excited because we've got Ian Moss and Jimmy Barnes coming to the studio today. We have to tidy up in here. And it's good we're in our brand new studios. They can look out and see the city.
Yeah.
They're going to love it.
Got the keys to the city, baby.
Baby.
Yeah. Maybe you should put your proposal forward in the song Saturday Night where you yell at, if you don't like it when you've been standing there for 20 minutes, why don't you propose that?
All right, I will.
That could be something. Ben is in Body Rig Heights.
Hello,
Hi,
Ben.
Good morning.
Hello, Ben.
Ben, do you have an underrated Cold Chisel song that we don't play enough of?
I don't know about underrated, but no.
Okay.
It's just that one song. I can't. Yeah, all good.
All right. Well, we'll put that to them. Thanks, Molly Melbourne.
Thanks, Molly.
Yeah, sorry.
All right,
Do
Ben.
yourself a favour.
On what part of a building, Ben, would you find shingles?
On the roof.
On the roof.
Robin Fenty is the real name of which Barbados-born singer?
It's interesting. She's got a makeup line called Fenty, and I didn't know why. So it's her real name is Robin Fenty.
Man, the second question's always the hardest, isn't it?
It is.
I have no idea.
I'll give you a clue.
Aw.
Will I give you a clue?
Give him a clue.
She likes to dance.
Go for it.
When it's raining, she has an umbrella.
Rihanna?
Yes, it's Rihanna. It was too big a clue, perhaps.
That's perfect. Why don't you just give him the answer? Let's play.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's play Reverse It.
Okay, Ben, we're playing a song backwards. Have a listen.
Yep.
No, I don't like it.
Sounds like the work of the devil, but the song forwards
That's
is
a
great.
toughie.
Any ideas?
It's not Lingo by Cranberries?
Yes, it is, Ben.
No way.
Way.
I love that song. Question 4. This is multiple choice. Let's see if you can guess your way through this one. Someone from Sydney is referred to as a what? An A, a Sydney cider, B, a Sydneyonian, C, a Sydney slicker.
A, Sydney Cider.
Yes, it is.
The Brady Bunch's family dog shares a name with which big cat? Ben.
When was the last time I watched the Brady Bunch?
Wow, Ben.
Big cat.
Yeah. Sorry,
it's not
Ben.
Tiger.
It is. Yeah, you know.
Ben.
No
Ben,
way.
yes, it is
Ben.
Tiger. Maybe by giving you a clue, I've propelled you through this.
Is this how we're going to do this today?
You're going to say, I've got no idea. Is it the history of pi, 7/5 divided by 12? Okay, now ready for question 6.
Here we go, Ben. We're on your team.
Made famous during World War II, what kind of vehicle is a Kitty Hawk? Ben, we're going to stop you before
We
you
love
guess.
you, but...
Thank you, Ben.
13 WSFM is our number. Made famous during World War II, what kind of vehicle is a Kitty Hawk?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
We are into the Magnificent Seven.
And it's going to Dale in Albion Park. Hello, Dale.
Hi.
Hello. Question 6. Made famous during World War II, what kind of vehicle is a Kitty Hawk?
A fighter plane.
Yes, it is.
You know it. Question number, this is for you, this is number 7. When does Game 1 of the State of Origin kick off, Dale?
What day?
Wednesday, the 5th of June.
You've got it, Dale.
It's just a technicality. Congratulations to you, Dale. You've won the Jam Pack. It's all coming away. A Colour Crush GHD hair straightener. So you can create a bold and bright range for hairstyles that are authentically and unapologetically Dale. Dinner at Rosso Antico Pizzeria, where you can enjoy Sydney's best pizza in Newtown. And Jonesy and Amanda Carrick, choose for the colouring and some Sailor pencils. I say, Dale, is there anything you'd like to add to this?
My granddaughter will love the hair straightener.
Excellent. We're
What
happy
about
to
you,
please.
Dale? You could probably share a little bit there, you know.
My husband and I will go out for dinner, I think.
Okay.
Nice.
Because you got to go out with messy hair, you know that. Imagine if you could find the two.
She might lend it to me, I think.
Well, heck, you haven't given it to her yet. She doesn't even know.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dale.
Thank you, Dale.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
The time is now.
Time for what?
It's time to get back to work. Okay, it's enough goofing off.
All right,
Hello there.
let's flick through the Jalmanac, our big book of musical facts. Oh, on this day in 1971, this is going to be a beauty. Rolling Stones released their hit Brown Sugar. It features on arguably the most famous Stones album with the most famous album cover, Sticky Fingers. The cover of Sticky Fingers is a straight-up crotch shot. Now, back in the 60s, Mick Jagger wrote a letter to Andy Warhol asking for a simple, stripped-back cover. And Andy Warhol said, have you ever met me? That's not what I do.
So what did Mick say?
Basically. So the initial release, you know, this a friend of mine has this, her sister had this album cover. It was extraordinary. The initial release had this crotch shot, like these low-slung jeans, wasn't it, with an actual zipper you could pull down to reveal the mystery model's undies.
They had trouble with that because the zipper was scratching the records.
Really?
Yeah, so then they had to recall all the scratched records because of the zipper.
Really?
And now, ironically, that album cover with the zipper is worth a fortune.
Oh, I bet it is. Now, they've often wondered who the mystery model was for the crotch shot and the undies. Originally it was thought to be Jagger, but 40 years later, we now know the model was the editor of Warhol's Interview magazine. His name is Glenn O'Brien. He ended up modelling his area because the man who was supposed to do it had chucked a sickie and wasn't there that day.
Really?
They're saying, hey, what'd you do yesterday? Oh, not much. This made the most famous album cover of all time.
I was just having a day.
Basically. Let's play it. I love this.
We're going to put Brown Sugar on.
Jam Nation.
Jimmy Barnes and Moss joining us in the studio. We were just talking earlier about our favourite underrated Cold Chisel song. I have this belief that a band, their most creative time, when you think about the Rolling Stones, they wrote their best songs when they were in their 20s. That's when they were the most prolific. The thing about
Not
that
now,
is,
they're in their 80s.
the thing about that is when you have an album, say like Circus Animals, there's so many great songs on that album that just slip between the cracks of their talent. That might happen to us, stuff that we've done. They've slipped between the cracks.
Have you heard our early stuff? Yeah.
I put it to you from Circus Animals. I love this song called He's No Good For You. It was such a great song. I said to you, what was your one?
I've always liked Goodbye Astrid.
Well, yeah, well, that's, that was a big hit of a song. That was always... Everyone knows that.
You're so mean.
I'm not
what
mean,
about Ben, who called up earlier? You asked him and you were, pushing him for an answer and he went all weird because you were pushing him.
I don't know about underrated, but no.
Okay.
It's just that one song. I can't. Yeah, that was good.
All right. Thanks, Molly.
Thank you, Glenn A. Baker. Anyway, the boys will be joining us in the studio. It's 16 to 7, such a beautiful day. I was out in the surf yesterday and I was chatting to one of the chaps out there. They'd been to the new Homebush Surf Park.
Can I ask you, has this been purpose-built or have they reconfigured something else?
No, it's been purpose-built.
And it's actual wave after wave?
Wave after wave. And he was telling me it was extraordinary. He paid $100, got an hour of surfing.
And I guess there are rules so you don't all smash into each other.
Well, yeah, but like there are surfing rules when you go out there, you know, you don't want to...
Priority.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be a big hog. You don't want to be dropping in on people. So those rules still apply, which kind of works out well. And you go out in little groups. I suppose because you're paying your $100, when you go into the surf, as we know it, you don't pay anything.
The real surf?
The real surf.
No, but also it's hit and miss as to whether you're going to get waves.
Exactly.
I imagine there's just wave after wave.
It's wave after wave. He got so many waves he didn't know what to do with them. 70-metre rides on waves, like great.
That's massive, is it?
He said it's a bit of a tight take-up. When you're at the critical point of the wave, as they say.
What does that mean, a tight take-off?
Like it's tight.
What does that mean?
Hard to get onto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's like jumping into a skipping rope. You've got to pick your moment.
I did mention, I thought, I wonder if, because I like to, I'm on my sup in the surf.
You're not going to take a stand-up paddleboard to the surf.
I'd just like to give it a try. I know they're much maligned.
Come on.
What's your beef?
Seriously. Stand-up paddleboards,
like to
if you're
see
in Hawaii and it's flat and you're going do-do-do and you've got a drink in your hand, the idea of you taking it to a surf park, for some reason I see the evolution of man and you see the ape becoming the man and then I see the sup and you'd look like a punce. I don't know, we've evolved and then you've evolved too far.
Look, I'll say this. I used to surf many years ago and then I just stopped, because it got too competitive. When I was a kid, you'd surf out of Cronulla Point. You'd honestly get punched in the head just for looking at someone.
But standing up on a board doesn't make that better.
No, but these days it's become, it's more inclusive surfing. Right. Women are so like the era, girls didn't surf. People like Lane Beachley were pioneers.
That's right. I've seen Puberty Blues. But why don't I go to the surf park then?
You could go
in an old lady lilo with a hole in it where I put my drink. Guys, don't splash me. Don't splash me.
I'm just saying. When I was in Hawaii many years ago, I think it was 2011, and I saw people on stand-up paddleboards, I said, that looks dumb. And I thought, I'll give it a go. And I hated it. I hated it so much. And then just when I was about to hand it over to the guy, I caught a wave, and it changed everything. And I've been doing it ever since. And I don't get in people's way or anything like that, but I would.
Do you ever feel embarrassed?
There is there's a lot
amongst the surfers. Hi, guys, I'm standing up. I've evolved.
I don't. All the guys that I know, so the people I know, so it's okay. Right. But there's guys.
It's a tough stern up. You're in trouble.
But there's one guy I know that he had major hip surgery and he has to do it because he can't pop up on the board anymore. He used to be. So that saved him. He couldn't surf anymore.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough.
So he gets, but he's always an apologetic one. He goes, when I get back to being on my prone surfboard, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But I had to go
on the lilo.
I had to go back just paddling, but my shoulder and everything, and I just like the sup because of the. Why am I defending this to you? Why?
I didn't ask you to.
I keep out of people's way, but it would be great to go to the surf park.
Can I go that day and just watch? I might learn some new swears.
Maybe you could bring your lilo.
Yeah. Don't splash me.
Jonesy and Amanda's Jam Nation
podcast.
Whenever I watch Channel 10 News, I know at the end of it I'm going to see either the La Tomatina Festival, crazy Spaniards throwing tomatoes at each other, or the cheese rolling.
Cheese rolling. Does this happen in Romania or something?
No, it's over there in England.
In the UK?
In the UK. And
how does it work?
They get a wheel of cheese, roll it down a hill, and a bunch of guys chase it down the hill.
Oh, so there's only one wheel. You don't take your own cheese.
No.
I thought you made a little Baby Bell. So there's one wheel, and how big's the wheel?
Chasing a Baby Bell.
How big's the wheel, like the size of a car wheel?
No, it'd be smaller than that. Your standard wheel of cheese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And the idea is that gets rolled down a hill, and you try and catch it.
Yes. And this year, an Australian, a Perth man, Dylan Twiss, he emerged victorious.
It was wild. It goes very quickly, but you're really in the moment. So at the same time, it does feel you feel everything. So yeah, my first probably 25 metres, I had my feet. Then they disappeared and I was rolling. At some point, I managed to kick my knee onto something, and yeah, apparently I came in first, which.
He ended up with 6 stitches. An American came fourth. This is what he had to say.
It was all right. I'm still fractured leg, but hey, we're still living. Yep. I want to do it again because I know how to win now. I went like 4th place my first time with no technique, with no videos, but yeah, I did it though.
He broke his leg.
You know, people boast about being chased by bulls. I chased a cheese. Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. What about those wife-carrying competitions?
Oh, the wife-carrying competition is just, and it's bum in the face. The only way you can carry the wife is you got to put her bum in your face upside down.
It's like Dancing with the Stars.
It's like Dancing with the Stars. What about the Burning Man Festival?
Well, let me
Did
tell
you
you.
read that story?
Forget Burning Man. Yes, it's burning genitals. Every year they have a huge STI outbreak. But there was one year in particular, and be warned, this year was 2012. Festival goers got more than they bargained for because herpes went through the crowd. 26,000 cases of herpes.
Goodness.
And even for Burning Man, that was a lot.
Yeah.
So you know what it was? It wasn't all sexual. A huge chunk of it was, but 18,000 herpes cases came from those free community bikes that they were riding around.
Yeah.
People would ride them in G-strings, ride them naked, they go blah, blah, blah. They're all catching herpes. Instead of catching the cheese.
I think they got cheese. Burning area, man.
Oh,
Festival.
terrible.
Oh, dear. You wouldn't want to go to the wife-carrying competition after that.
No.
No, thanks, honey. Why don't we just go on a cruise instead?
Yeah. See, that's the sides of a festival that you don't see.
Jam Nation.
Right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Going fast.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Giggity, giggity. You've got 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. Get all the questions right, $1,000 for you.
Yeah, and just in the last couple of weeks, we've given away $3,000. You can go with $1,000 or double or nothing with one bonus question.
Natalie is in 5, Doc. Hello, Natalie.
It's Nathaniel, not Natalie.
We've got Nat. What an assumption, Brendan. We've got Nat written up and you assumed
I
it was
just
Natalie.
went straight. Sorry, Nathaniel.
That's all right, guys.
I like Nathaniel. It's very biblical.
But I
yeah.
assume you just want to be called Nat or Nate?
Yeah, that's it. Just easier, huh?
All right, well, let's see what we can do for you. Let's see if we can get you at least $1,000. 10 questions, 60 seconds. If you're not sure, say pass, because we usually have time to come back, okay?
Let's do it.
Okay, Nat, let's go, because here comes question number 1. How many holes are in a donut?
1.
Question 2. What temperature is freezing in Celsius?
5.
Question 3. Australia is in which hemisphere? Question 4. Camo is short for what?
Camouflage.
Question 5. True or false? It's illegal to feed pigeons in Venice.
True.
Question 6. Dr. Watson is a character from which fictional detective series? Dr. Watson. Question 7. Which city is famous for having double-decker buses?
London.
Question 8. What's the main ingredient in mead?
Wheat.
Oh, bugger, it's honey.
No, it's honey.
Oh, bugger. Let's go back. What temperature is freezing in Celsius?
Minus?
Yeah, no, it's 0 degrees. And Dr. Watson is a character from Sherlock Holmes. You probably would have guessed that if you had a bit more time to think.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Oh, Nat, you played so well. Thank you.
Nathaniel.
That's all right. Maybe next time.
Thank you, Nat. $100 to be getting on with.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Look, I admit to having car blindness. A number of times I don't recognise my own car.
It's true.
But this guy takes the cake. He's at the shops. He gets into his car and he's driven away from the car park when he has a realisation.
I got the scared out of me by this dog. That's not my dog or my car. Okay, this is my car right here. See the Trauma 2? This is my car. This is why you should not leave your key fob in your car, because I got in with my pizza from Higher Ground and I got the scared out of me by this dog. That's not my dog or my car.
Lucky for him, it was a very benign Labrador just sitting in the back. Probably licked him to death.
And a very benign American owner of the car.
Well, that's right. And he pulls back into the car park and his car is 2 cars down, an identical car.
Yeah.
So easy to see how that mistake could be made. And the other person had left, the key fob in the car so he could drive away in it.
His car's got one of those big thools on the top.
A what?
A thool.
What a thool believes. Is that what those things are called?
It's got a
like
thool.
a pod on the top.
A pod on the top.
What goes in them?
It's nothing, just junk, and it means that you can't go into a car park anymore.
Is it like an extra boot?
It's an extra boot.
Yeah,
thool.
This is what makes it, as you say, even more interesting. It had that on the top.
But the damn thool
and he
didn't notice.
Didn't notice that the car he got into didn't have it. Remember, I've told you this is just a couple of weeks ago. I got out of my car to put money in the meter, and a big kind of van was trying to squeeze in front of my car and do a reverse park. And I said to the driver, would you like me to move back a bit so you can get in? Luckily for me, he said no, because that wasn't even my car. I'd only seconds before got out of it. It was further down the street.
And it was a yellow Humvee.
If he had said yes, I would have had to break into that car to save my embarrassment and reverse that car.
You're just no good with this stuff.
No, I'm not good with this
You'll never
stuff.
catch me. I know everything. I know where my bike is right now.
Well, yes, it's in the car park
Yeah, but I
downstairs.
know exactly what it's doing. I can feel it.
Okay. Can you feel me kicking it over when we leave here today?
I can feel you giving it derision.
Yeah.
Keep away
Easy,
from
though,
her.
to make a mistake, to get in the wrong car, to not recognise your own
Not
car.
for me,
in the car
not
park.
for me, but I'm sure it's something the tribal drum could beat for.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
We're going to call it, dude, that's not my car.
I like it.
Whenever you made a mistake.
My wife, one night we came out from dinner, I got the Uber, and I've gone, where's Helen gone? And she's sitting in the back of this dude's car. And I said, this isn't
Just
a Toyota.
just a punter's car.
It's not a Toyota Avalon.
Oh, no, terrible. She's gone to a
And the
random
guy's
car.
and the guy's treating her like she's some nice old lady.
Oh, nice old lady. Remember that urban myth where people get into the car and there's an old lady in the back and she's got a hatchet with her? Remember that urban myth?
Is this with the head on the...
That's a different one. No, this is a different one.
What's happened?
Well, they try and they think, oh, this poor old lady, we better try and help her. She looks like she's got dementia. Then they find out she's got a hatchet and she'd killed a whole lot of people. You know, when you hear that story 3 or 4 times, you go, maybe this is an urban myth. But that guy thinks that day, this has come true.
So they get in the car. There's an old lady in the car.
They get in back. They go into their car. I'm trying to remember how it goes. They go into their car. There's an old lady in the back.
Yep.
And they go, "Ooh, what are you doing here?" And I can't remember, but the story continues that they try and give her a lift somewhere or help her. And then something happens and they see that there's a hatchet or an axe in the back with her. And then they hear that she's already murdered 4 people. It's that kind of thing.
Right.
Jam Nation.
The tribal drummer is beating, dude, that's not my car.
Dude, where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
Well, this is because of a guy gets into a car in a car park, driving away, and he says, my God, there's a dog in the back. Then he thinks, hang on, this isn't even in my car.
This is something you do.
I know, but he said he had an identical car, which is why he got into this one, and the person had left the fob, the modern key, in the car so we could drive around in it. And he said, let that be a lesson. Don't do it because there are idiots like me around.
Benjamin is not one of those idiots.
No, hello, Benjamin. How are you?
Good morning. Yes, I am one of those idiots, actually.
What's happened?
It was about probably close to 20 years ago when I was in the painting and decorating field. It was probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. The foreman said, okay, meet me at this set of lights and, when I pull up, jump in the car so we can take off in the morning off to the job. So I'm standing there with my esky, coffee, cigarette, and the van pulled up. I've opened the door, jumped in, put the seatbelt on, said good morning, turned around, and I jumped in the wrong van. It was another tradie that just happened to be pulled up at that spot. And it was really embarrassing because the guy, absolutely shit himself.
Yes, I bet.
Yeah,
like you've been carjacked.
Yeah, so jumped out, and meanwhile the foreman was actually the next van behind, and he saw the whole thing and was absolutely laughing his head off.
Yeah, I bet he's never mentioned it ever since.
I'm sure he's told a lot of people over the last 18 years about that story.
That's why you had to leave the painting and decorating business.
I understand.
No doubt.
Thank you,
go in the wrong
Benjamin.
van.
Yeah, very
plumber's
much.
truck.
Thanks, Benjamin.
Tina has joined us.
Hi, Tina. What was the car mix-up?
Okay, so when I was younger, I was in a video shop, and I was getting my popcorn, my videos. I've come out of the video shop, and then I've seen someone try to break into my car, and I was like freaked out. There was a couple of guys that I went to school with in the video shop at the time, and I raced back in and said, "Oh my God, someone's trying to break into my car." They come out of the video shop, race up the road to where my car was, ready to, like, grab this guy, and only to find out that I got closer and realised my car was parked across the road.
Oh. Did they stop someone breaking into that car?
They had a bit of a giggle, and the guy who...
Oh, I see. So it was just the owner getting into their car.
It was just the owner getting into his own car.
Oh, the owner getting into it. Oh, how embarrassing.
And Tina thought that it was her car.
I thought you said someone was actually breaking in. But
this is how bad you are. You don't even understand that story.
I know. Oh, how embarrassing. It's getting into their own car. Oh, Tina. Oh, dreadful.
Tina.
Thank you.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Today's going to be a great day. Beautiful day.
It's a glorious day.
That's easy for you to say. Some of us have a hangover.
I guess it could happen to people that aren't car enthusiasts. I would say this more often.
Well, no, I mean, this
not.
guy, he's in a shopping centre, goes out to his car, he gets in a car, he's shocked because he's driving away, his key has worked, but there's a dog in the back.
I got the scared out of me by this dog. That's not my dog or my car. Okay, this is my car right here. See the Trauma 2? This is my car. This is why you should not leave your key fob in your car, because I got in with my pizza and I got the scared out of me by this dog. That's not my dog or my car.
But he's got one of those giant thools on the roof.
Well, he didn't see it. You're in a shopping centre, you've got your key, it's parked near, 2 cars away from where you parked. You don't look at that stuff. I completely understand how that can happen. But the fact that they left their key in there, he was driving away when it happened.
The tribal drum is beating, dude,
where's my car? Where's your car, dude?
It's not my car. Hello, Vicky.
Good morning, both. Over 20 years ago, I was living in Vietnam as an expat, and at that time, most expats that had cars had drivers with their cars, just to set the scene. So one night, a friend and I had been at a bar and came out quite late, and it was pouring with torrential rain. So we ran to our car. My friend opened the driver's door and saw this little Vietnamese man sitting there on the seat, at which point he started screaming and he grabbed this man. My friend was a 6-foot-tall German guy and threw him out of the car onto the street. We both jumped into the car thinking, oh gosh, got out of that rain. Then turned and looked at each other and went, oh, actually this isn't our car. We're wrong car. Got out, literally picked up this poor little man that was half asleep, this poor driver just waiting for someone else whose car that he was driving to come out, popped him back into his car and then went, yep, that's our car just behind you. So
Imagine the story he tells.
Yeah, imagine that. He effectively carjacked him.
Yeah, he'd have no idea what was going on.
Thanks, Vicky. Marianne has joined us.
Hi, Marianne. What happened?
Oh, hi, guys. This was several years ago now when the driving was the place to be on a Saturday night.
Here we go.
My girlfriend and I were double dating with our boyfriends. My boyfriend at the time is still my husband now after many, many years. But we were at the drive-in and we decided that we'd hit up to the shops early to get our banana fritters and ice cream. So we loaded up with our banana fritters, pineapple fritters, and that was the go sort of at the time at the drive-in. Yes. And if you remember, the drive-in, the roads were like a series of humps and bumps that you would walk. Anyhow, so as we're walking back to the car, my girlfriend falls and her face goes into her banana fritters and ice cream. Anyhow, we're absolutely cacking ourselves laughing, but we're really embarrassed. So we just bolt. She's got ice cream all over her face. We jump into the car. I get into the front seat. I'm thinking, where's my boyfriend? Where the hell is he? Next minute, there's a screaming and abuse coming from the back seat. We jumped into the wrong car. They were actually in the back seat. There was a bit of action going on, and my girlfriend had jumped in and sat next to them with a face covered in ice cream. Anyhow, with that, we were just freaking out and panicking. So I left my banana fritters there for them. I figured they sort of earned that. We jumped out of the car. We didn't know where we were. We were so disoriented. So we bolted back to the shops and we just sat there till the end of the drive until the lights came on before we returned to the car.
Oh, imagine. So she sat next to them with a face covered in ice cream.
Yeah,
They thought, what kind of weird night is this?
You finished already. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation podcast.
I think we should get down to the Jonesy and Amanda Answer the Pub test. There's been a prediction made. A leading media expert has shared his dismal prediction of the future of Australian free-to-air television.
It's free-to-air TV past the pub test. He has said, in light of the cancellation of Channel 10's Gladiators, Masked Singer and The Bachelor, he's the founder of the Ideas Business. The Ideas Business. He says Channel 10 won't be the same again, and are we seeing the beginning of the end of Channel 10? But he was saying it's a sad prediction that the media landscape is shifting and there's a record decline in advertising revenue. It's happening the same in the radio industry.
Well, the pie has just got smaller.
The pie's got smaller, but the free-to-air pile is now very small. So the viewership of commercial free-to-air channels among children and teens has fallen dramatically in the last decade.
Yeah, the kids aren't watching the telly.
Well, kids aren't watching any TV, but if they're watching any TV, it's stuff that they're probably streaming on their phones. They're not watching free-to-air TV. I'd hate to see the demise of free-to-air TV. I'd hate to see the demise of Channel 10. I know a number of people who are employed in these things. And, during lockdown, everyone turned to television. People still watch their news on free-to-air TV, I think, on television. That's huge rating shows, our big dramas, our soap operas, our well-crafted programs, even our reality shows. Look at Maths, look at Farmer Wants a Wife. We are still watching free-to-air TV.
Yeah. But maybe we're too close to it. What about you? Do you watch TV? Do you think free-to-air TV? Because there's so much choice out there. You look at Netflix.
Yeah.
You look at even just SBS, where in the old days you'd sneer at SBS. I was watching this great thing, Tony Robertson hosting shows about these marvellous machines.
But that's also free-to-air.
I know
SBS.
it's free-to-air, but that's what it's niche, and it was great. I really enjoyed the show.
Yeah. Do you watch free-to-air TV? Does free-to-air TV pass the pub test?
Jam Nation.
We spoke about some of these last week, the My Day on a Plate stuff. And my day on a plate as a vegan, my day on a plate in a calorie deficit, my day on a plate. This is their words as a fat person.
Maybe that'll save free-to-air TV, because they got Dr. Pimple Popper on the telly.
But you know what?
Remember Dr. Pimple Popper?
Yeah.
I thought, who's going to watch people squeezing disgusting zits?
I'm not going to watch that.
Now it's on TV.
I'll watch ingrown hair removal. But
What
it
is that?
has to be really close
is that
up.
a spin-off?
Really close up. But this sort of stuff, these people don't seem to have jobs. They spend their whole day talking about what they eat and the organisation it takes to eat it. This one I saw yesterday, this isn't satire. This is real. It's my ancestral day on a plate.
What I eat in a day as a mom who eats an ancestral diet and as someone who avoids seed oils, artificial sugars, dyes, and preservatives at all costs. I start my morning off with a glass of filtered water and lemon juice from my tree. Then I make a pour-over coffee with organic mold-free beans and a good amount of raw pasture-raised cream. At 9:30 a.m., I whip up a batch of sourdough discard blueberry muffins, which fermented overnight to neutralize phytic acid and enzyme inhibitors. While those bake, I make 100% grass-fed beef breakfast sausages and some eggs from my backyard pasture-raised chickens. Then I take my Birthright prenatal and hormone balancing supplement, which I love because they're made with ancestral real foods like raw 100% grass-fed beef liver and colostrum, wild fish roe, and oysters. At 10:15 a.m., I prepared a heritage breed whole chicken that had been pasture-raised and slaughtered on my parents' farm, seasoned with unrefined sea salt, pepper, herbs, garlic, and onion. I let this bake in the oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit until dinner time. I made myself a raw kefir smoothie at 2 p.m. with my homegrown frozen peaches, tamarillos, and garnished with bee pollen. Later that afternoon, I whipped up a raw cheesecake using homemade raw cream cheese from my parents' farm, eggs from my chickens, and a nut and date crust. We had dinner at 6 p.m., which was a chicken noodle soup topped with homemade pickled radish and rock kraut and some avocado, followed by a slice of raw cheesecake. It was so delicious.
Unless you went and crapped a railway sleeper.
You know, the comments underneath this are so great.
What
Here's
are the
one.
comments?
Well, this one. This breaks my brain that it's not satire. Everything is a list of buzzwords and middle-class bored housewife materials. Your ancestors' average lifespan was 40 years. This one saying the ancestral coffee, ancestral muffins, ancestral vitamin pills, all the things our ancestors had. And then ancestors didn't drink smoothies due to a lack of a NutriBullet.
Didn't have the ancestral NutriBullet.
I had ancestors who barely survived the potato famine. Should I replicate their diet? Because she's cherry-picking her ancestors, isn't she?
My ancestors would have a roll your own cigarette and a slow look around. That's what they had for breakfast.
I love it.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
I want you to get up right now.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I am as mad as hell. I'm not going to take this anymore.
Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. And today, free-to-air TV, does it pass the pub test?
A leading media expert has said that it's pretty dismal predictions for the future, particularly of Channel 10. But younger people aren't watching free-to-air television. So what does this mean? So many of our favourite shows are on free-to-air TV, but are enough of us watching free-to-air TV?
Yeah.
We're asking you, free-to-air TV, does it pass the pub test?
Look, I think we still need it, especially for the people in the country, with poor internet and can't stream. Yeah, we definitely need it.
Not all of it, no. I think they need to cut back on their reality. Reality's getting fairly boring, really.
Of course it does. Not everybody can afford to pay for pay TV. And the thing is, with the pay TV, you're getting a lot of repeats, so why bother?
Yes, it does, and it should be still on because the simple reason people who are hard up, they can't afford pay to air. And as far as I'm concerned, it should be free for everybody. Once everything goes payable, I'm not watching nothing.
Yes, definitely does. I love it. It should coexist with the other shows like Netflix and etc.
I'm all the way for free TV. I don't have any apps, none of that stuff, so free all the way. Paramount, all the other stuff, forget it, mate. Support the locals.
Love that. Support the locals. Support Australian television.
Have you seen Paul Fennick's latest venture, Outlaw Comedian? Outback Outlaw Comedian. It's after Outback
Are you in it?
Truckers.
Are you in it?
No, surprisingly, I'm not. It's so good. You should watch it. Get the whole family around and enjoy.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast. 50 years ago, the Australian rock scene changed forever. Cultures all came into our lives and pretty much we all fell in love collectively as a nation. K-San is still played at every party you've ever been to. Jonesy still wants everyone to explain the lyrics to Flame Trees.
No, I don't need anyone to explain the lyrics.
You and I disagree about what's going on there. But how lucky we are to be standing on the outside looking in at Jimmy Barnes and Ian Moss, who join us now to chat about Chisel's anniversary tour. Gentlemen, hello.
Hello there. How are you? Good morning. 50 years.
50 years.
Outrageous.
You know, how old were you then? Let's count back 50.
When I first joined the band, I was nearly 17. I was 16 and a half.
And you, Ian, were you about the same?
He's about 28.
I'm a good 13 months older than you.
Yeah.
So, but still such junior burgers. And what would you have pictured? Old, Val Dunican's rocking chairs and things?
No, you know what? I literally, for me, I remember joining the band at 16, and I didn't really care if I made 21, and that's the way I sort of approached it. I just went hard, and it was all. I was fleeing my life and sort of attaching to this new family, and I didn't know bands lasted for 50 years, for sure. We expected just to come in and burn out eventually.
Well, but it was 83. We did have that little hiatus, if you will, for 83.
That's when that's really polite way of saying we'd stop talking to each other.
And I guess in hindsight, do you look back at those days and say, well, what went wrong there? What is it? Is it age? As you get older and you go through more stuff, you look back and you think, well, what was the big deal?
At 83, you mean?
Yeah.
I think 83 was a really good thing because we got like we're saying we were so young when we got together. All we did was play music, whereas Don sort of worked hard and thought about the image, thought about the T-shirts, thought about the posters, wrote the songs. We did really very little. And I think stepping away from the band for those years really made us all realize how much work it really takes to make something great.
And the rest of us had to pull our finger out and have a crack at something. But some good things came out of that. Albums like Matchbook, Body Swerve, and...
So you both had successful solo careers as well. But as you said, when Don, all those years ago, said he was going to Armidale to go to university,
Yeah.
And you guys sort of went, oh, okay.
We're going with you.
We'll come along with you.
It was like Monty Python sketch. Where are you going? We'll come with you.
Are there some songs that you play now that hit differently? Because those songs were written when you were so much younger. But do you think, God, I've lived a life and now that song is just so powerful?
Yeah, Flame Trees is like that for me. Flame Trees takes on a different meaning all the time. Literally, we're talking about it off the air. But that song every night, I get really emotional singing it, and a part of that's to do with passing of Steve, because we lost Steve, and part of it's to do. It's just such a great lyric and an emotional melody, and and you sing the song and you can see people who weren't around when that song was recorded, in the front row, and their song takes on a whole new life. So I think most of the songs are like that. You see them through different eyes as you get older.
Yeah, and I think that line in it. Do you remember nothing stopped us on the field in our day? And this is what we were talking about before. But it's two guys sitting at a bar, and then he's just having that beer, and then he's making. Do you remember nothing stopped us on the field in our day? We were legends.
We're invincible. Well, we were. As young men and young people, we were invincible. And you realise, that maybe you weren't.
Speaking of which, your recent health ups and downs. Do you hit the stage differently now, meaning you've always been a grateful person, but do you feel lucky to have another crack like this?
Well, the thing was, the last health scare I had was one of those things where it just came out of the blue. And, I was literally really healthy, probably healthier than I'd been for 30 years. And I was swimming every day and doing all this. And it brought home to me how quickly things can change. And I got a staph infection, a blood infection, and it nearly killed me. And that part of that is why we're probably here today. Part of that sort of, the fact that we lost Steve, we realized that you're really not here for a long time, and you really should enjoy it while you're here.
And no guarantees.
Any chance I get now to play music with my best friends, and the best friends, these are guys that I worked with for 50 years. I'm going to jump at. Seize the day, basically.
Yeah. And Mossy, because in your time playing with Jim, my favourite song from you guys is when you do Saturday Night, and when, you guys just play that duo between each other. You've got such a well-matched voice together. And when
polar opposites.
Well, no, but it's like, and it's like, it's also like with Bo River. When you hear Bo River, I put on The Last Stand quite regularly, but I just like that bit where Mossy's doing the bit, and then but your voice is like a kettle. It's down a bit, but you know what I mean? It's a real moment where it still gives me chills when I just put it on.
Ian and I think we were the perfect foil for each other. Ian's voice is so beautiful; it's round and it's so much feel to it. And mine isn't. Mine isn't. But like sort of like Saturday Night, that sort of explosion in the middle. The songs that were literally written for us, of course. I think Ian and I are probably the best we are as when we're together.
Amanda wants to be the one that yells out, if you don't like it, what do you mean standing there for 20 minutes?
Didn't you say that in the first place?
Well, see, the other thing with Saturday Night is we've learned the lyrics by now as well.
Yeah, well, that's when we say we, you mean you. I think on The Last Stand, I think I forgot on one of the shows, because there's multiple shows, I forgot the words to K-San, which we've done every night, and literally, I was talking to Ian before we came in. It's one of those things where if you think about it just before you sing it, they're gone. They're gone, man.
You've jinxed yourself.
So that night, I remember I go to sing it, and I thought about the lyrics. Suddenly, it was going. I'm going, oh shit, panic, and because we weren't a band that sort of like, come on, you guys sing it, and we'll. Yeah. We never shut up. So I literally had to stand back and let the audience sing the first line, and it was like they were all singing along, and I'm reading their lips. Oh yeah, I know what it is now. Yeah, I got it here. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, the pandemic started with Cold Chisel's last show, and now we're truly out of it because you guys are getting back together and going on the road, which is just fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
I'm so looking forward to it. Tickets go on sale June 4. Follow the links through coldchisel.com to get them. Barnsey, Mossy, thank you so much for coming in.
It's so nice to see you guys. Nice to be announcing it here.
You're welcome. Nice to see you.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Are we ready? I was born ready.
Ready, willing, and able.
Let's go already!
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was ready.
What would you rather be, stuck in the M5 traffic or listening to the latest influencer chat away?
Well, there's so many avenues now for people to share all their opinions that at some point you go, how about you keep it to yourself? How about you keep your pie hole shut?
Leave it up to the professionals.
Leave it to the professionals. For example, and we've played this before, here's a little teaser. Here's Abby from Love Island, Australia, talking to a guy who knew a little bit about astrology. Astronomy.
That thing's giant. How many times bigger is it than Earth?
The moon?
Yeah.
No, not bigger.
Yeah, it is.
The moon. Nah.
You just said you're so into it and you don't know that the moon's bigger than Earth.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think it is.
It is.
The moon is bigger than Earth. Surely it has to be, because when you're looking at the moon from Earth, it's huge.
Yeah.
But it's so far away from us.
You're so into that moon, man.
Wow. Well, I've got another one I've discovered. In fact, a guy who's given us 2 great examples of why he should keep his pie hole shut.
Jonesy and Amanda's Jam Nation
podcast.
Well, let's get to it. Here's one more person I think should keep their pie hole shut. This is a man who, he's not that big on social media, but his stuff does become viral. His name is Nima Yamini.
Nima Yamini?
That's his name. Satisfying to say. But he's a terrible man, I think. Have a listen. He's the self-described anti-feminist, and he was doing a podcast with a woman called Pearl Davis, who has been called and also an anti-feminist. He calls himself the Alpha King because of his views on women. Here he is talking to Pearl and just the casual arrogance of his opinions. Have a listen.
I know this might sound crazy. I saw a tweet you did once where you said women shouldn't be permitted to vote.
And yes, take it away. Repeal the 19th.
I could see how you would think that. Yeah, but I've actually spoken with some women.
Pearl, did you say that? Oh, yeah. Get rid of it.
No, but really, I've actually had some conversations, personal ones, with women. And I now firmly believe that not all women are complete morons. That's actually Alpha King rule number 202. Some women can actually be pretty smart sometimes, including yourself, Pearl.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's his Alpha King rule, is that not all women are morons. I want to kick him in the dick. I'm sorry for my language. But that's not all. Listen to this beautiful, heartfelt homily from him in this one.
I once took home a beautiful woman from a nightclub. And she was stunning. I could tell by the looks of her that she wasn't that smart. It was just obvious to me. Yeah. And then when we got home, she took off her pants and I realized she had a big There you go. At that point, I realized you can't judge someone just by their appearance. Right?
Yeah. These are serious conversations he's having. So it was obvious she was dumb, he said, but I didn't notice she was a man.
Yeah.
You know.
These are the people.
These are the people who should keep their pie holes shut.
Jam Nation.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the Ghoulies get together.
$20,000 cash is yours if you're our favourite ghoulie of the year.
What do we got today?
What gets my ghoulies are beauty products that come in tubes, and you pierce open the lid and you put the lid back on, and the next time you go to use it, the contents just spew out like a worm. I've just had this with lip gloss tonight. I've also had it with other various creams, but you go into panic mode as you try to, get all of the product that's pouring out. So that's what gets my ghoulies.
Happens with the old sriracha. I've done that thing, if you've seen it on the internet, where you do the centrifugal force thing, you swing it around. Firstly, you got to make sure the lid's done up. But then when you open it, it just goes...
And sometimes with tomato sauce, you just get that watery stuff at the beginning.
Or the mustard juice.
Yeah.
Oh, no one likes that.
What else have we got?
Morning, Amanda and Jonesy. What gets my ghoulies is parents with 13-year-old daughters who are letting them roam the streets at 3:30 in the morning where it's cold and in Blacktown. They were getting followed by a strange bloke who was offering them drugs. They came to me to look after him and I said we should be home. So I paid for a taxi to get them home so they can be safe. Their parents should be taking better care of their kids and know that home's safe in bed and not wandering the streets.
It's 3 in the morning.
Have a look at yourself, feckless parents.
Wow.
Out with the bad, in with the good. You can always contact us via the iHeartRadio app. It's 6 to 9.
Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins a double pass to Crowded House's The Gravity Stairs Tour. Live at the Sydney Opera House forecourt the 4th and 5th of December. Information and tickets at livenation.com.au.
You also get that Jonesy and Amanda tea towel and fridge magnet as well.
Every morning we play a trivia game called The Magnificent Seven. Our first caller today was overwhelmed with excitement at the thought of Jimmy Barnes joining us on the show. We had Ian Moss in as well. Yeah. He seemed to be a little bit lost for words. Here's Ben from Bonnyrigg Heights.
Ben, do you have an underrated Cold Chisel song that we don't play enough of?
I don't know about underrated, but no.
Okay.
It's just that one song. I can't. Yeah, all good.
All right.
It's just that
direct and passionate.
It's that one song, all good.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
Ugly Phil's up next with WSFM's Total Recall. Don't forget our new podcast, Jonesy and Amanda's Cutting Room Floor. Yeah. These are the scrapings we didn't get around to talking about today.
Don't listen to dumbass influencers. Listen to us.
Yes, we're full ass. Listen on the iHeart app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We're back from 6 to 9 for Jam Nation. Good night. Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, dear, from your eyes.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Jam Nation podcast. Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.